Hi, happy Monday from Colorado. Check it out. That's where I am. Look at the mountain. It's the one mountain that they have here. It's like Mount Rushmore. It's way smaller than it looks in person. It's a little sad. They say that they got a lot of... Anyways, I found a funny tweet that I want to talk about today. It is by someone named Max, who tweeted, "May Allah protect us from such women." And it is a Instagram story of red flags to look out for in a woman when trying to find a spouse. You know, everyone's single this summer. We're all out on the prowl looking for a spouse, right? We all are trying to get... What's the word? Hitched? We're all trying to get hitched, and we're trying to move into a house and have some kids so we can have a traditional nuclear family. But I want to make sure for my boys out there, and I'm saying boys because we're looking out for women here, and that would be... It's a joke about how gay people don't exist, I guess. But I'm going to help you guys try to look for some red flags when you're dating women out there, because they can be very dangerous, okay? You know what I'm saying? Red flags everywhere. It's like a goddamn rodeo. Do rodeos have red flags? It's just a red cape, right? They wouldn't put red flags around, or else maybe the bull would go and try to get into the audience if there's Anyways, let's get started, because there are 20 different red flags. Number 1, pretty and she knows it. Please don't date any woman if she's pretty and she knows it. You have to date someone who's pretty but they have no goddamn idea. No one's ever complimented them about it. They've never looked in the mirror and noticed that they look nice one day. And every single time they go out, they have to be like, "Oh, I look awful." Every single time you compliment them, they need to be like, "No, I look horrible. I look gross." And that's how you know you have a good spouse. Number 2, multiple social media accounts. If she's a businesswoman and she wants to have a separate Instagram account for her small business, then you should dump her, because she's too focused on too many other things, and guys could be sliding into the DMs of that account, right? Multiple social media accounts. That's such an interesting thing. They mean like multiple social media accounts on one platform, right? They're not like, "Babe, you gotta get either TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, okay? You can't have all 3, because that's 3 times the amount of DMs you're gonna get from guys, and I can't filter through all of that." Number 3, pictures online, wherever that is, even if it's all girls. So if the girl that you're dating has pictures online, that's how you know. You gotta leave her, bro. I want to date someone who has no pictures of themselves. They're like a goddamn vampire, and you can't seem to see the reflection. Number 4, takes lots of selfies, okay? I know we just talked about how they can't have pictures of themselves, but if they have pictures of themselves, then that's even worse. Number 5, you'll get an air of their... Is that how you spell it? It can't be spelled like that, right? You'll get an air of there being something fishy. She isn't clear, mysterious, not sure about what she does, where she goes. Yeah, if you ask her what she does all day and she's not sure, then I think that might be a red flag. Just maybe a little bit. I like the idea of someone being like, "Oh, what are some red flags for women?" And you're like, "Oh, one of the red flags is you getting the idea that there might be something fishy going on." So I guess you detecting that there's a red flag is a red flag. Number 6, always on her phone, okay? Hit that thing out of there. You know, she doesn't need it. If she's with you, she shouldn't be on here, because that means there's more men coming through, okay? The idea is that you get someone who a lot of men want and who she will be tempted by, but then you completely restrict her access to any communication with those guys and basically make her your little, servant. Number 7, her mother shouts at her dad, or her mother wears the trousers in the relationship. Yeah, you need to have that nuclear family, okay? She should have one brother, one younger or older brother, and she should have a pair of a mother and father, and the father has to be the head of the relationship and the head of the family and the breadwinner, and also abuses the rest of the family, most likely. Number 8, she disrespects or speaks badly of her dad. Now, yeah, okay, catch this. If the mom has a power play in the relationship, that's a no-go. If she says anything bad about the dad, that's a no-go. Because the dad, if he was able to create a good family, she wouldn't be saying anything bad about him. And if she is saying something bad about him, that says something bad about her. That means you have to kick her out the window. Number 9, sharp tongue or fast to give her opinion, even when not questioned. So you're able to do that, okay? But if she steps in and she's like, "Hey, I like lasagna, but I'm actually feeling spaghetti carbonara tonight. I'd say you are spaghetti carbonara. You're spaghetti carbonara. You spaghetti carbonara in this relationship anymore. Number 10, wears a lot of makeup outside the home, okay? It can stay in the house, you know, we can have fun, we can do a night out in, you know? But if we're gonna go out and you put on a little bit too much makeup, okay? You need to make it up to me and get out of the house and go home. Has a whiff of feminism, okay? If you sense it at all that she tries to stand up for herself and make herself feel equal to you, if you even get a little bit of if the little scent lines come under your nose and you start, like a cartoon character, you start floating off into the distance and you catch a little bit of that feminism, that shit's contagious, okay? That's you next. So shut that down. Shut that shit down. Number 12, lies or tells half-truths, okay, you know? I think that's fair. A red flag is if someone lies. I don't know if that has something to do specifically with women. I guess none of these have anything to do specifically with women. It doesn't mean anything. There's no difference, okay? So I don't know why we keep acting like the red flags would be different, okay? I think red flags are like, hey, maybe they cheat on you or lie about you or talk shit behind your back or piss in your bed or... Number 13, listens to speakers of misguidance who water the religion down. Okay, that just threw religion into the equation. I didn't know that was a part of the situation. But I guess if she's listening to people who water it down and don't tell it like you would want to tell it, then you need to tell her to get out. Number 14, follows men on social media or speaks about other men, okay? The whole list of her following should all be women except for you, okay? I don't want to see a single man on there. If her dad's on there, she better not be speaking shit about her dad, but she better not also be following him on Instagram. If she's doing either of those things, you need to follow her out of the house and kick her out. You know what I'm saying? Number 15 comes from a family/place where they don't practice Islam. I mean, that one, I've seen that for every religion. I don't really have a comment on it. I think it's dumb, obviously, okay? Date whoever you want, and, you know, the whole point of religion, or at least from the perspective of someone who is Christian and has that upbringing, is that you're trying to spread the word of the gospel and have more people learn about, you know, Allah or God or whoever it may be. So is that not allowed scripturally in a romantic relationship? Can it only be in a platonic friendly relationship? But then I feel like at the same time those same people say you shouldn't surround yourselves with people who aren't religious, even though Jesus did. Jesus surrounded himself with people who weren't religious, so I don't know. I know this isn't like a Christian post, but, you know, I think the same rules apply. Number 16, exhibits Simpsons. Yeah, if she's watching too much of The Simpsons, I think you're shit out of luck. Okay? Because then you found yourself being a simp son, and you got to get out of there. 17 is not composed, raises her voice. Now, when you get in an argument with her, and you raise your voice, that's just you testing her to see if she can keep cool, okay? That's chill. But the moment she turns around and tries to defend herself, that's a no-go. Then you gotta cut it off there. Number 18, speaks about others behind their back. Now, this is one I just disagree with on all levels. I believe that it is necessary for humans to vent and unload stress about themselves in order to be happier in their lives. People who talk shit behind other people's backs, they're happier about themselves, okay? And I don't care what you say. If you think you're better than me for not talking behind people's backs, you're not, because it feels good and it's fun. Number 19, displays mental instability. Yes. If they show any signs of weakness up here, they're showing a sign of weakness right here and right here. And so you should use your strength and get her out of there. You know what I'm saying? Don't punch her. That was just more of a metaphorical punch. Out of there. And finally, 20, cannot cook or maintain a home. Now, I don't know how you test whether or not someone can maintain a home. I feel like by the time you figure out that red flag, you're already a little bit in too deep. But the cooking part, I mean, that's easy. You just got to go over to her place and ask her to cook a meal for you and do that a few times and, you know, figure out overall if you're going to be able to survive on this diet forever. Because this is more about a survival game than a mating and relational game. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, with that, I think we solved it. I think we solved women. Once again, Twitter has solved women, and I could not be happier that we did it together. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you didn't see, I started a new channel called Nick Is Not Streams, where I upload uncut VODs from Twitch streams straight to the channel so you can watch me uncut and in just this beautiful raw fashion where you can really see who I am. And I have a song coming out on August 1st. I don't know when this video is coming out. It might be after August 1st. So if it is after August 1st, listen to my new song. It's called Not Good Enough. It is by Denton. You can search it up on Spotify or any other streaming service. And you should play it, and you should save it, and you should send it to a friend. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye. Bye.